Hi people, this is Nery. I wanted to show you something. Today I'm going to cook what they call lasagna, but, but, this is Puerto Rican style. So, what do you need? You need what they call adobo. You need what they call, this is puree garlic. Garlic that I turn into puree because it's much easier. I don't have to chop or anything. And you're gonna need sofrito. And not only that you need sofrito, you need at least a leaf. A leaf. If you like coriander, like I do, a leaf of coriander. Even though the sofrito has coriander, but I always like to add a little extra touch to it. So all this is gonna be mixed. Oh wait, and this coloring thing. I cannot show the name because then YouTube comes over there getting on my case. But this is a coloring thing that you pour. How do they call this? They call this coriander and annatto. It has coriander and annatto. Annatto is the one that gives the coloring. So you pour it in there, and I'm going to show you how it looks after you do all that. Okay, I thought I put the camera on. I'm a disaster. That's why I cook the easy way. Okay, I have added the garlic, as I told you, is puree. I put extra garlic there. I added the adobo, and it's powder. You could add salt, or any kind of seasoning. And I added the sofrito. This is the coloring. And okay, and a little bit of parsley flakes. All this has to be mixed together. Okay, after you mix all this, you're gonna cook it, and I'm gonna come back when it's cooked. You cook it, but you don't cook it overcooked, because if you cook it overcooked, then the lasagna doesn't taste as good. Adobo, which is seasoning, the frito also is part of a Puerto Rican style, and the puree, I don't know, but this puree, I made 3 bottles of puree. And when you're gonna cook, you don't have to be chopping. You don't have to chop anything. You want garlic, you got garlic right here. You want peppers and coriander and all kinds of peppers and whatever, you got it right here. Right there. You make your own sofrito and you don't have to do it. Okay, so this is how it looks. With a little piece of everything. I don't know if you could see it too good because this camera is cockeyed. Now it's starting to, you could see it inside the house. Before you couldn't. I dropped it yesterday. So I don't know what triggered it, and now it's working. So, this is how it looks. I don't use no oil because, how you call it? If you leave it for a while low on the stove, it'll throw out its own grease and everything, and then with that you could cook it. Now when I cook it, then I'll show you how it looks. Like I said, you see it throws all its grease. So you don't have to put oil. You just cook it and let the grease come out. Then you drain it. Okay, now you see it's cooked. Now let's add some sauce. Okay, and then just finish cooking it. It's almost done. And then from there, we do the other step. Boiling the water. I use the same, a little bit of oil for the pasta because, the pasta gets stuck. So I add a little bit of oil, a little bit of garlic, just a tiny bit because the meat has enough, and a little bit of adobo or a little bit of salt. That's what you use for seasoning. Okay, so now after I finish this, I'm going to put it to boil the pasta. Then I'll confectionate it. Yay! And then we eat. No, you got to put it in the oven. I fooled everybody. Okay, people, so I got my mess. Okay, I got this. That is where I'm going to put it. I got a whole bunch of pasta cooked. I still got the stove with some more water just in case I need more. I got the salsa, and I have also the meat. Look how brown it looks. And it has everything in there from. So now I'm gonna put everything apart. Let me show pieces by pieces because I ain't gonna be able to do this with one hand. Okay, so the bottom I put some tomato sauce or salsa, whichever you want to say, because tomato sauce I assume that it's just the plain tomato. The salsa is when it has ingredients. This one has ingredients, so that's why I call it salsa. Okay, I got this done. Then I have this already done too. Um, Now all we gotta do, we already put the first layer. I put the meat, then you put this. Oh, I forgot the cheese. Oh my God. Okay, so you put this, then you put a layer of that, or you could put it with the. I like putting it together with the meat. You know, both of them together. Then put a layer, then both of them together like that. Uh, People do it different. That's how I like to do it. So let me get the cheese. That's the one thing I forgot to do, and then I'll show you how the first layer looks like. Okay, so this is how it looks so far. I gotta put the last topping. It has less meat on the top because all the meat I put it in the bottom. But there's plenty of meat in top and bottom, and it got plenty of cheese. And it's one of those bags that brings 4 types of cheese. Plus, I like to use these type too. This is cheddar cheese. I love cheddar cheese, so I added an extra cheddar cheese. This is the salsa. I put a little bit around. It's to keep it moist so it don't dry up so much. That's also why I use that cheese to because that's like watery, so to smooth it out everything. You know, it doesn't feel like hard. So let me do the last topping because the last topping you have to cover it good with salsa so it don't dry out. Sometimes you got the bottom all nice and moist and the top it tastes like rocks. So that to evade that, I'll show you the last part. So there you go. It's all done. I don't know where you see green stuff, but this don't have anything green. Oh, I think it's the lifting. It's lift up like that so it looks green. But anyway, main thing that was left over, I put it on the top with the salsa and a little bit of cheese on top. Yeah, you can tell I'm fanatic with cheese, right? Well, anyway, now it goes in the oven, and now I'm going to show you how I make my rice. Okay, here I got, let me see if you can see. Here I got the rice with the water. Now I'm going to add, which a lot of people don't do this, but I do. Like I said, Nery's way. A little bit of garlic. Now you see why I'm dying to make garlic? To have garlic? Because I go crazy. Okay, let me see if I can do it with my other hand. As you know, my hands ain't too good. And at times they give me problems. Right now they've been giving me problems, but I want to do it because, you know. Okay, so I think that's enough of salt. Let me put a little deeper. Okay, there's two and somewhat more rice. How you call it? Cups. Okay, so then you shake it all. You put a little bit of oil. You put it in the rice maker, and it'll know when to stop. You don't have to even worry about how long I have to leave it there. It'll do it all for you. And this is a good sauce also to do hard types of meat, which I'm planning to do one next week. That I'm going to show you how to do churrasco here. And then I'm going to show you what I do with the leftover, you know, the liquid and all that stuff is in here. I'm going to show you that next week. I'm going to try to do it next week. Okay, so garlic, salt, and a little bit of oil. Shake it and put it in the rice maker and forget about it. So, okay, and I forgot to say that the lasagna has to stay at least 20 to 30 minutes. I put it on 300. I think it's the right temperature. I haven't done lasagna since 2007, I think. It's been a long time. Last time I did it was for my brother. Every time he comes to visit me in Puerto Rico, he lives in New York. So when he comes here to visit me in Puerto Rico, he tells me, you know, girl, I'm going over there. You better make me some good lasagna. So when he comes, we make lasagnas. Okay, people, so all that is done. I got my rice maker right there doing his thing. I got the oven in the top doing its thing. So all that happens, I'm gonna watch a little bit of television. Yay! Already cleaned up, as you can see. I did the cleaning that of all the mess I did. I washed the dishes. I cleaned the kitchen. And while I'm waiting for the food to be done, I'm gonna watch a little bit of TV, and then I show you the plate. You know, when it's already done. Okay. Okay, this is the finishing touch. Nice, beautiful lasagna, nicely cut, and the rice on the side. I love eating lasagna with white rice. And I could tell you, could taste and say, it tastes good. But you will know if I'm telling the truth. So, but I know it tastes good because I already tasted the meat before. I kept on doing the things. But this is lasagna, Nery's way, Puerto Rican, New Yorican style, or whatever. But anyway, uh, just try it and see if you like it. Okay, so that's all for now, and God bless you all. Bye.